Greetings everyone and welcome back to Thea the Awakening, where in the last couple of episodes we have generally been completing a couple of quests around this side of the map. We have got a very, very scary unliving nest down there that we don't want to play with, and an even more scary ancient tomb that we definitely don't want to play with yet. Now, in Dapperdell, let's go and have a quick check, because I do believe that we are going to be breaking down a couple of things. We've got a lot of shields, a lot of weapons actually that just generally we don't need. These are extremely well. Generally, the two-handers I don't mind. But we're gonna break down this axe. The bows quite useful. These are very, very heavy weapons, but they're not bad ones. They're actually quite nice ones, if I'm perfectly honest. That one is nice only because it's got poison, so I'm going to get rid of that one. It's not good enough for me to keep. This one is quite nice. We'll keep that one. As for the shields, though, I think pretty much we're going to break these down. Every single one. We don't need. No. In terms of armor, that is... well, it offers a bit of protection, but it's not good enough for the weight. That one isn't too bad. It's very heavy, mind you, but it isn't too bad. We'll be getting rid of all the silk tunics, though. Okay, so there we are. We've recycled some of our equipment. Let's have a quick sweep through. I mean, that is a decent weapon in and of itself, but it's just not good enough right now. Looking at our warriors... generally, all of our warriors have better equipment, but I do want to keep some of this equipment aside, simply so that should we get new warriors, we have some heavy armor to give them, because we can't make heavy armor right now. And overall, that is something I generally like to do. We keep the stuff that we can't make ourselves. Don't want to be burning our elven wood. That would be super tragic, actually. Super duper tragic. We're currently working on some scaled armor. That's medium armor there. In terms of the overall benefit of anything, generally speaking, the best armor you're going to get is going to be medium. I could use diamond to give myself some strength rings. You know what, sure. Let's get a few strength rings. I feel we kind of need them. Okay, we can make one. Let's pop that all the way to the top and get our best crafter working on it. There we go. But the best armor is heavy armor, but the weight restriction, as per the name, is, well, it's quite restrictive, as per the word. So we can't rely on heavy armor as a whole, but it is generally a fairly useful thing. Now, in terms of our going outside group, we're gonna... Sean is generally our more active wanderer when it comes to leaving the camp. So we'll equip you a bit better. Now that sword, quite nice of course, but this one, bit better. Bit better in a lot of ways. It does drop your speech, but you've already got fairly good speech. It does drop your dexterity. You haven't got very good dexterity, but that poison damage though, that shielding... no. Yeah, we're gonna swap over. There you go. You're a little bit stronger now. We could go with the bow. No, we can't really, unfortunately. I mean, I guess if we keep with the song, we could. I mean, ranged damage. Now, this is the thing. Ranged damage is definitely useful. If I bring up range damage here, let's have a look. Range damage gives tactical abilities during fight and hunting challenges, so it's generally a good thing to have, and on our medic would be especially useful. So sure, we'll upgrade you with the bow. There we go. That's what our one diamond and monster bone ring has gotten us, and it's not a bad thing to have. Certainly not. Okay, we really could do with... well, there's no point. Actually, you're all doing amazingly well, as is. We'll wait until we've got some more of the scaled armor. We cannot make any more meat stews, apparently. So let's reduce that. There we go. We're just making one meat stew now. Okay, continue on. Oh, the snakes are
The
moving
whole
away.
land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout.
Try to hold on to something.
Several children fall into the cracks created by the tremors.
Oh my lord! We just lost 2 dapper children! Damn it, indeed! We got 1 XP from it though. It was a harrowing experience and it taught us much about dealing with loss, I guess. Right, we have got one of our scaled vests. Let's have a look at these beauteous things. Reasonably heavy. True. Way too heavy there, but look at that Dharma. It doesn't give magic though, so we're not going to go with that. It does give dexterity. Is it better? I mean, dexterity over attractiveness. That would give you better stealth, but you've got a decent bit of attractiveness, honestly. So I'm not so sure. You have not got very good stealth. Now, the thing is, stealth, with our levels, we've got very few people who are anything less than 4. So unless you can get to 4 stealth, no point, really. No point. How about you, though? Ooh, this is definitely a contender. Yes, we lose a bit of dexterity there, so we're now down to 4 stealth, but that's okay. That's quite manageable, actually. Would anyone like this one instead? Can you... No, you... Wow. Need to get you a strength ring, clearly. You can absolutely equip this, though. So we'll just have a swap there. That is no longer any use. Let's get that one broken down. There we go. We'll get the multi-kite back from it. Also, there's no point in keeping one if we've got a better quality one. Just sat there waiting. Okay, on with a little bit more crafting. And at the end of it, we will finally have... Well, actually, I could get a bunch of my crafters to help here. Sure, let's get you in there. It doesn't really matter, though. There we go. And the snakes are back. Hello,
The
snakes.
night was restless, filled with uneasy dreams and strange sounds rummaging through the village.
Oh dear. Begin the day. Perhaps for once nothing bad has happened.
As the
Oh,
sun
no.
finally rose, you
Why?
began your day's chores,
Why?
and all seemed fine, but alas, it was not so. Within hours, you discover dead animals lying by the village well, and soon after, people begin feeling sick. Your well has been poisoned.
Damn it. Okay, lots of heavy poison. Basically, poison gives wounds every turn and remains on you until you find a way to heal it. Now, thing is, we can out-heal it while in the village, but that's going to be harsh. Have all the water thrown out in the well.
Without water, your people will not survive long, not while they are ailing. But you also need to clean your well to restore order. One of your rangers marks 2 spots on the map. One location with the right herbs to help the poisoned, but they are just herbs, so may not help everyone in time. Or the second location where you can find a water spirit. The spirit has the power to cleanse your well and heal your people. But remember, spirits are fickle creatures and could trick you. They are both far, so you will likely only get to one in time.
We can go to find the spirit. Down here by the city ruins. Alright. Or we could go to the Herbalist Hut. That's the other option. It's probably the option that we're going to take. Because we noticed that all the people with poison, yeah, they're generally in our wander around group. So we could easily handle that. Yeah, we're going to upgrade you. Well, I'll drop your stealth a little bit too much. 3 stealth there, 9 stealth. You do not need 9 stealth, but you cannot equip this, much to my dismay. How about you? Yeah, you cannot either. Maybe you could though. What are you currently wearing? Yes, you could. That's a significant armor upgrade for you. Marvelous. Right, let's get rid of that one as well. Just cycle the resources. Right, okay. We're gonna need to go now. I think to cure poison. No, I forget what the poison challenge is. I know the cure wounds challenge of the herbalist is a sneaking challenge. Right, Sean, you have to go with. In terms of our overall ability, now let's go for filters. I want to see everyone with heavily poisoned. So none, and then any of the poisons: deadly poisoned, heavily poisoned. In fact, poisoned, also curses. Deforming curse, deadly sick, cursed, curse of darkness. We're going to do a bit of a run up to the Ziadi and to... There we are, apply filter. Let's see, who here has got this? Ripsung, you're going. Kenneth, you're going. Liam. Spizzle. And Oxherd. We have to take this group, no matter what. Okay, with that, Obsidian Mist, you're also going to go. We've got 2 gatherers. I'm also going to take either Sarah or Fitz. That's 16 shielding though. Sarah, what's your speech? Okay, Fitz it is. We want an odd number. Right, let's have a quick sweep through. We've not got the best group here, to be certain. Now this expedition shall be... I was going to have something poetic there. We'll just go with the Lamentations then. But it was going to be great. Trust me. It was going to be amazing. The spirits themselves would weep at the poetry of the name of that expedition. Such a shame we can't have it though. Right, I only want... Let's take 20. 20 here as well. We don't need more than this because we've got so many food variations that this will last us for a redonkulous time. We'll take a little bit more of this food though. Take 50 of that. Take 20 of this as well. All of these. 20 of this. And 20 of this. There we go. We've got 22 turns worth of food. So we'll take at least that many logs. So we don't need to do anything, and we've got 8 different food types. You know what? Let's not just go with 8 though. Let's take a little bit more than that. And 10. There we go. This expedition is going to have 10 different food types. That is quite good. Because that is going to mean that we immediately... Let's cycle to you guys. If we have a look in at these mana supplies... nope. We want Lamentations. We are going to be able to walk faster, heal faster. All of the bonuses are ours for the taking. And once again, we're going to heavily restrict what we're actually using down here. That should be fine. Right, okay. I do like having the extra bit of protection there. It's quite nice. But there's no point in going to 5, not at the village. If we see anything particularly dangerous outside, then we'll increase the amount of things that they're allowed to eat up to the point that they get massive bonuses. But now that only works if you can see it coming. Obviously, that's not always the case. So you gotta be aware of that one. It can be a bit dangerous. Get you working there. In terms of crafting, then let's get some more food on the go. What other food do we want to make use of here? Well, first and foremost, we want to be using that. I'll have some fruit and veg, I guess. Yeah, sure. Let's make some of that. I believe we may already have that here. Let's see. The Lexo. Do we not have any? Oh, no, there we are. Can we see what it is? No, we need to go into inventory for that. Okay, of the foods that we've got, that's made of food and vegetables. So, given that, let's not make that one then. Let's cancel that, and instead use meat and fruit. That should be adequate. Oh, actually, that makes rabbit stew. Oh, dread. Okay, well, let's have a look again. We do have only, like, so we've got fruit and seaweed, fruit and herbs. Sorry, vegetable. Let's see, it was vegetable and herbs, vegetable and fruit, vegetable and meat. Pretty much all we've got, I think. Of the things that we can use. Vegetables and mushrooms, maybe. Let's have a look. Can we use mushrooms? No, we can use mushrooms in place of vegetables, but let's have mushrooms and fruit. See how that one goes. There we are. Creamy, warm, and tasty mushroom soup. Perfect. Perfect. Let's make as much of it as we can and get our crafters on that right away. You just carry on making that for us. Right then. Well, it would be unwise for us to worry about the snake. It's a level 1
As you
snake.
travel along
really?
the plains, you feel the air growing colder.
Oh
Frost
dear.
appears on plants, and you can see your breath. You see a small group of hooded travelers
Oh,
approaching.
I know this quest. Oh, actually, I know most of them. That being said, there's still so many things that even in this... it's so easy for me to say that based solely on the ridiculous amount of hours I played the game, but testament to how well the game is made and how varied the quests are. In this series alone, I have uncovered lots of things about certain quests that I didn't know, that I was familiar with the quest, but I found different outcomes or different situations, or just flat out different quests. So, as easy as it for me to say, I've seen them all. No, actually I haven't if I stop to think about it. Right, get our weapons ready and wait.
The group comes closer and stops.
I do know this
One
one.
of the hooded figures steps up, but you see a young girl standing proudly behind him. You hear her speak.
Who are these peasants? Why do they stand in my way? Make them disappear now.
The girl turns and walks off a few meters, as if waiting her command to be carried out. The hooded man lets out a long sigh and speaks to you.
Her Majesty, Princess Susanna, wishes you to clear the way.
He then whispers,
Better just go before she takes any real notice of you.
Well, I would, but I'm possessed of a certain curiosity, you see. Also, I like where this quest goes. A princess of what, exactly? Are you insane? There hasn't been a kingdom in these parts for a century.
The hooded man winces, or at least it feels as if he did. But clearly the girl was not listening to you, so he continues speaking in a low voice.
Listen, you seem like good folks. You remind me of times before the darkness and before our fate. But you must understand, she is mad, always has been, infernal child, doomed for eternity for her pride and cruelty.
Before the darkness? How old are you people? And how have you survived out here?
Her Royal Highness Susanna really was a princess and an only precious child to our royals. As such, she was spoilt rotten, but worse yet, people say she's been a changeling from the start. Learned men and wizards from all over came to test the child, and they all felt that her little heart was naught but an icy hole. But our royal couple refused to listen, believed that true love will cure her and make her human in the end. For a time, it seemed like it was true. But then, Susanna grew older, and with every passing year, her cute tantrums became more cruel and intentional. She had servants whipped for looking at her wrong, page boys locked in birdhouses so they could grow wings for her amusement. You get the picture.
Yes, unfortunately I do. Okay, well you can skip the story, and often you can with these, so if you have seen them before, as I have with this particular quest, you could just skip it, but I never do, even when I'm just playing it by myself, just because I like the voice acting so much. Right. Yes, it sounds bad, but royal children can be easily spoilt.
True enough, she was a brat and her parents allowed it, because they thought they must give her only love, no discipline. In truth, perhaps this was the tragedy of the prophecies. The royals were so scared of their changeling child, and they made her the way she was.
So how did you end up living hundreds of years with her?
As I said, as a child, Susanna was spoilt and unruly, and as she grew, this turned to cruelty beyond mere folly. It was when she tortured and killed her nanny for failing to braid her hair right. All knew the child was evil. Yet her parents wanted to prove their love could conquer all. They ordered princes to come from all around, in hopes of their daughter finding true love. All she found were more victims. She played with two brothers, both smitten with her beauty. She asked them to bring her a fabled set of royal pearls residing in a mythical icy tower. When they failed, she drowned one of them. The other brother, a skilled wizard, thus cursed the princess, never to find peace or forgiveness for her cruelty. She had changed him into a black swan, then killed and served him for supper. On the dinner table, the swan spoke. Your kingdom will crumble, your power diminish, your heart remain ice forever. And you will seek your cursed pearls for eternity and never find them. All who sat at the table with the princess, her royal guards sworn never to leave her side, were cursed that night and turned to unliving wraiths.
Damn. And the king and queen still did nothing?
The royal couple had a miracle child that year, and the princess, now cursed, could no longer be heir to the throne. She was banished,
and so were we.
That's a pretty harsh fate.
But the little wretch grew even madder than before. Her desire for the blasted royal pearls and the icy tower became an absolute obsession. She started saying great power awaits her in the tower, and that she will rule a kingdom once more. Bound to her for eternity, we have served her thusly, seeking the tower and its treasure to no avail.
Well, that is crap for you, I'll give you that. I mean, honestly, that is probably the most genuine response to hearing someone tell that story, because these guys did nothing wrong. Oh, bless them.
The guard was about to answer, but Susanna cut him off.
I am bored now. I have graciously indulged your wagging tongue, servant, as it amuses me to allow you to think yourself knowledgeable, but my patience is growing thin. Luck has it that I am in need of peasants, and since you are stubborn enough to deny my rite of passage, perhaps you will be of use.
Oh, and pray tell us, what can we do for you, princess?
I detect a note of defiance in your voice, and I detest defiant peasants.
She stomps her feet and frowns.
You will do as I ask. Foolish simpletons, I am offering you wealth and power.
What, with your made-up tower and pearls?
Think what you will, but since my birth I have heard the calling of the tower, and I am finally close. Mere days away from my tower, but I may need the assistance of mortals to achieve my task. Do what you will. Here is a map. Come join me in the icy tower and gain wealth beyond measure. Or don't, and stay, peasants. It matters not to me. We are going now.
She gestures to her guards, and they start moving away.
Just let them go. 1 research point and 3 EXP, just for getting the quest. I don't mind that at all. Not at all. Right, we'll use up the remaining 4, and then we're immediately going to camp. We had that 1 turn left that we could camp, which is particularly nice. Do we have anyone who can gather this in 1 turn? We kind of do, actually. Yeah, sure. Okay. And we've also got enough people that we could gather this in 1 turn. Marvellous. That's genuinely amazing. All right. Wasn't expecting that, but sure. I approve. What did we get from our well today? 3 dark wood. That's fine. No snakes. When are you going to attack us? You know you want to. Made some food there. We've got 6 elven wood and 10 herbs. Herbs will come in handy. We got some extra meat from the well today. Okay. Right. Well, we're breaking camp immediately. But before we do, let me just make sure that we're not going to be eating eating? Yeah, don't eat the elven wood. Don't burn it either, but especially don't eat the elven wood. My lord. And we're almost all the way to getting research there. That's actually fantastic. Right, move up to the herbalist, but before you do anything else, I would like to pop down here. We should be crafting, always crafting something else. Other things that will be useful to us. Now, we do have enough items to try and craft ourselves some more. Well, we could use darkwood, I guess. That'll give us a craft of 4. There's a weighty thing, but sure. It'll give us 8 research points, though. So sure. Let's get that on the go, and you can help out with that, and then you can drop down and help out with the mushroom soup. Now then, it's time for us to visit the Herbalist Hut. Now, this is the first time that we've done it in this playthrough. This will cure everyone that we've got in the party of poison if we succeed. Likewise, if you're wounded, anyone in the party can be cured of the wounds. We will probably also still visit that at some later point, which is why I went for the spirit over the herbs. The herbs are really only going to be helpful for possibly healing people. And if I didn't have the Herbalist Hut so close, I probably would have gone for the herbs because I think that's all we would have needed. However, the spirit, while a little bit more of a tricky quest, has better rewards. But
you find the solitary hut of the herbalist. It is a small wooden abode with a straw roof and smoke coming out of the chimney. There is a distinct smell of herbs and medicines in the air. An elderly lady walks out from the house to greet you.
Welcome, travellers. What brings you to my home?
Well, as I was saying, since I'm fairly certain we're going to be able to sort out our poison in an indirect way by going to the herbalist, having the quest that'll give us the better potential reward made a bit more sense there. Well, we were told you can cure any poison or wounds.
Yes, indeed I can, but I haven't survived as long as I have by running a charity.
True.
If you wish to be healed, you will do me a favour. Beware, for healing wounds I require food and wood as payment, as well as a favour. But I am warning you, even if you fail the favour, I still take the goods.
That's fair.
Poisons are cheaper, I only require a favour. So, do you need to be cleansed of a poison or wounds?
It's nice that you can do both if you really want to. Actually, can you tell me how you do survive out here? It's not exactly safe.
Oh, wouldn't you like to know, eh?
I would,
Well,
yes, that's why I
I'm
asked.
useful for one. What's the point of killing a healer?
True.
Better to have them help you and all that.
Well, that
But,
makes sense.
of course, there may have been those who tried to force my hand. Let us just say that not everything is as it seems. I seem human to you, yet my mother was a Rusalka. Don't laugh. I was pretty once. Anyway,
Oh.
she didn't want me to live as a demon, so she left me with my pa, a good man, a herbalist himself. Together we lived here for years, and the spirit of my mother protects us. Well, only me now. Enough talk. Do you need healing from poison or wounds?
Poison, please. Thank you very much for indulging my curiosity there.
You know what? I need someone to dig in my garden. It isn't an easy task. I have some damned lie-ho living there, making my soil hard as stone. But you look sturdy, so if you do it, I will give you the cure. Deal?
Deal it is. Very well. Level 2 for physical. We could auto-resolve this one, but it's been a while since I played, so I want to get down there. There we are. Oxford, just get in there with your 33 strength. My lord, man. Craziness. Do we have anyone with piercing? We don't, but that's fine. So level 7. Do we have counter offense of level 7? We do. Ah, drat. That's a bit of a shame. They were probably level 8. Oh wow, I should have gone for counter tactic, clearly. Let's go for counter tactic then. I'll get rid of you. And I will... Oh, I could have gone for a counter offense. Yeah, sure, we'll just get rid of that one. And then we're going to... Sure, why not? We'll first action you. There you go. And this way we'll beat our way through, and then we'll take care of them. There we are. It'll take the second round to be able to finish them off, because we, other than Ribsong and Oxford and Fit, we just don't have many people with very high strength in the group.
Well done. You did your part, so I will do mine. Here, take this. Drink it whole and try not to gag.
I'll do my best.
Now, time for me to get back to work. Come back if you ever need help again.
Thank you very, very much indeed. That was very kind of you. Now, we do have one person in the party who is cursed. So it isn't time for us to sit on our laurels. No. We must move on to the Ziodi. Elders,
You
we
went
have
to the
come.
ruins of an old town, although you only know this because the Ziodi told you so, as there are only stones covered in moss and plant life. But you do see a group of old men, huddled together over a large oaken table.
Right. Via my group, I want to see who has the curse. We've got a few wounds, but those will heal shortly. Who has the curse and what curse? It's a weakening curse. Okay. See, we did gather, a decent amount of wounds, unfortunately. Now, the way that healing works, just so you understand, when you heal in a camp, like if you're just out on the trail with food, I think you heal 1 per turn. So, eventually you would have died from heavy poisoning, because I believe you gain more than 1 wound per turn from heavy poisoning. If you are in a camp, however, your healing depends largely on the some qualities plus your health. For every 10 points of health, you'll heal 1 point per turn. So if you've got 10 health, you'll heal... you're after the first 10. So anything up to 10, there's no extra bonus. But at 11, you get an extra 1. At 21, you get an extra 2. So on, so forth. So for a very healthy person, you will heal faster. But remember that critical health, so heavy wounds, where you can die, is at a threshold, which I believe is about 30%. So if you've got a lot of health, it'll take you longer to pull yourself out of that 30% threshold where you're close to death. So having lots of health is a double-edged sword in certain ways. Right, walk over to them.
The Ziodi do not turn to you, but one speaks.
Grandchildren have come. Our help they seek, but are they too weak?
Another speaks up.
They come for aid, but rules have to be laid. We take our food that will change our mood.
A wicker basket appears before you, and you know these forefathers will not speak to you more unless you feed them.
Okay. Okay. So you said I could come here if we became cursed. Yeah, we'll do this one. Give 50 food.
You seek our aid and guidance you shall receive, for each dark curse has its own flavor, and so the relief lies in different realms. You will face a challenge, our child, and if you pass, you shall be cleansed.
Marvelous, I approve. What sort of challenge?
If your body has been wounded by a dark force and will not heal, cursed you are, and you must speak to the spirits of healing to lift this taint. If your flesh is weakened, you must stand by our table and prove you have the tactical wits to outsmart the curse.
Not sure we have that one.
If you have been deformed by evil forces, you will sneak up to a water nymph and steal a strand of her hair. We can then lift the curse for you. And if you have been cursed by the darkness itself, you will hunt down Abias, and once you have him, we will transfer the darkness away from you and into the beast. Don't worry, we will shield you from his attacks if you fail.
That one's nice because you can... It's a nasty fight. So they're like, yeah, don't worry, you won't get badly wounded. Right, a curse of weakness burdens our bodies. We will prove our tactical skill to you. This is going to be generally fairly easy. Alright, opponent's turn. We get to see what kind of opponents you are, in fact. Alright, you're going to get the first turn, which does suck, but it doesn't really matter. Pop you down, and then... Sure, I'll grab you next. And you're only going to go to 7, so it's not going to get through. I don't have to do anything here. We are going to win. So... Well, actually, no, you won't. So let me support our line. There we go. Now we win. Everyone can relax. There we are. And we are done.
You have proven yourselves to be worthy offspring. We take the curses away from your souls. Return if you need aid once more.
Hooray! Svizzle is no longer weak. Happiest of days. Let's go and check you out, Svizzle. How much more room have you got for equipping things? 'Tis glorious. You can get one of those really nice pieces of armor when we get back as a reward. Right, let's have a look at where wood is. If we got down there, we could get both dark and elven wood. Really, is that what we want? Is that what we want? I don't think it is. I think we need more coal. We could go stand there, grab some coal so we can make some more jewelry. That would be very useful. We've got some quiet silver in the distance, but it's night time and wandering around is not necessarily the smartest thing to do right now. I've got a couple of turns left that I can move, so... okay, let's move up here. We'll camp for the turn. Once again, we will gather the elven wood and we'll gather the herbs. Just need to get one this turn. That'll be fine. Thank you. And level up. Fantastic. Okay, let's have a look at what went on with the Lamentations. Oxford, Liam, and Shan are all more willful. That's actually quite interesting. Svizzle is stronger, as is fit. Oh, that's great. You got your curse lifted and you became stronger as a result. Marvellous. Rivsung is much healthier. Kenneth is even better at gathering. That's 18 gathering now. And Obsidian Mist is even more stealthy. Let's actually have a look at you guys, just to refresh our memories on just what that means. So, Obsidia, more stealthy. Stealth of 13. Not 13 dexterity. It would have been better if it was dex. But 13 stealth, there's pretty much no one. You can even get Oxford to the front of a group if you're in the tactical deck. Swizzle can now carry 350, which is fantastic. Rivsung, you were much healthier. 27 health. That's not a bad one, honestly. Yeah, very, very nice indeed. What's 20 will? You know what? That is actually very, very high. Social challenges. That will is fantastic. Primary defense skill of many challenges. Okay. So you've got a bit of a buffer tank there for social. Russell and Jason, much healthier. Manu, more strength. Same with Kichikun. In fact, Kichikun is much stronger. 2 intelligence of Sarah. And J. Parnassus, a little bit better at gathering. Very nice indeed. Let's have a look. We want to find... well, Gave us some extra fur. Okay. 2 skill challenge there. No, Dabadal is easily able to handle that. Even, well, actually, what kind of challenge? Skeleton. Ooh, skeletons. Okay, skeletons are a little bit of a bigger deal. Okay, we're going to switch to eating some of our more significant food stocks. Yeah, we're going to push these up a little further. There we go. And we'll leave it there. Healing is something you only do if you're wounded, so there's no point in having that one. But having the extra strength, yeah, that'll help. They might be quite aggressive because we're coming into night now. In fact, having the lamentations out here is a little bit risky. But that's why we're going to settle down here and just gather for a little while. Right, so, Kenneth, you can get all of that by yourself, which is absolutely fantastic. But, that being said, I would rather you down there instead. If I can get it so that you guys can gather this at once every 2 turns, that would be great. Yes, we can. Just, mind you. Or we can go for more elven wood. We actually don't need that, so let's double down. Try to get the elven wood. No, we're not going to get it any closer. That's a crying shame. We might as well get this one then. Alright, well that's fine. You guys just focus on it. Oh, I guess I can have you down there. We're probably going to be here for a couple of turns, so might as well. Yep, they decided to attack. But we've got massive bonuses. Now, never auto-resolve a skeleton battle. Skeleton, spiders, and bees are the ones that no matter how strong my group is, I will favor not auto-resolving. Skeletons especially are just really, really bad. You can very easily get taken out with them. Number 2. That won't help. Let's take out a skeleton. Don't have any counter offense, unfortunately. You'll kill this one, then that one will get a turn. It can only do 3 damage, so it won't go through your shield. And then you'll get another turn in the next turn. Let's get you in play. Between the both of them, they're not going to get through your shield. And you can get in there as well. We've already won this one. So at this point, I'll just have you get closer, so maybe on the next turn you'll help out, but it's not a big issue, really. There we are. That's another one down. Oh, no, not quite down. That's fine, though. We've got it all sorted. And there we go. Battle 1. Alright, let's have a look at you. 3 shielding, 3 armor for 104? No. This spear, though. Quartz and darkwood. No, we're going to recycle that one as well. Hopefully we'll get something.
The skies darken,
and
a sudden heavy hailstorm descends upon your village.
Gather up your people.
The hailstorm is really bad. Some people are getting injured, bad.
Take cover.
The hail is so large and dense that it breaks through your granary's roof.
Run out and try to strengthen the roof with whatever we can. This is going to be a ridiculously easy one. That being said, actually. Counter tactic. Who's the best card to have here? Get rid of that card, please. There we go. Now then. They're going to do 8 damage. You'll take them out in one go. To shield you up to the point that you can easily take that. And then I would like you to... Well, I could actually send you forward. You'll only do 7 damage though, so... No. Let's just go ahead and shield you. It really doesn't matter though. Oh yeah. If I thought ahead, I would have played them in a slightly different way. And gotten the first move. But it doesn't really matter.
You managed to patch up the roof in time so that very little food was damaged, and your people only got minor injuries.
Excellent. J. Parnassus got even stronger. Make repairs and rejoice. 2 EXP. Very nice indeed. And some new equipment. Okay. You've already got... Oh, well, actually, this one's a bit better. It's a little bit too heavy, though. All right. You can wield this. Wow, really? I think no, we won't do that. I would rather you equip a better weapon, perhaps even a bow. Yeah, let's get you equipped with a bow. But that was quite funny. Kichikun. We could get you equipped, sure. Okay. Then you can help out a little bit more with production then in that case. Yes, I like that. Very well. Get you helping there. We don't really need extra. Well, I may as well pop you over there, I suppose. But right, okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a new item. We can't make any more hammers, which is a shame. We could make a new jewel, I guess. We could make another ring of strength, actually. Yeah, alright. Let's get that being made. There we go. It'll only take 3 turns. That's not so bad. Alright, so what did we gather? We gathered some straw. Okay. Now, it could be anything, even things we can't gather yet. That's why the well is so good. This turn, we managed to get some coal and elven wood. Let's make sure that you're not using any of that up there, please, and thank you. There we are. We don't need to be eating all of this food. Let's turn that off. In fact, I don't think anyone here is wounded, are they? Let's have a quick look through. Nope, no one is wounded, so take that off as well. Let's manage our supplies as best we can for the time being. What did our well get? Exotic fruit. Nice. That'll be a meal's worth.
2 of your fellow villagers decided to get married.
Hooray!
And since times are dire, it is more important than ever to cherish such occasions. Wedding celebrations last for 7 days,
Used to say
and it is
who's getting
customary to
married.
make sure everyone takes part.
But they took that away. I don't know why. Wedding celebrations last for 7 days. It's customary to make sure everyone takes part, except the people who are away, unless we like let off some sort of signal flare or something, some great bonfire, and the villagers far, far away could see it and thought, someone's gotten married. Don't know who. Let's celebrate. But there we go. We're gonna use up 20 food. That's fine. 4 of our exotic fruit. Well, and our 1
The cleansing
fish.
power of water is well known to all Easterlanders, but as followers of Mokosh, this becomes even more true for you. The couple wishing to become married must stand naked in a river and submerge for several minutes to prove their trust in Mokosh and in each other. The newlyweds are then blessed by Mokosh. Once emerged from the waters, the newlyweds are considered cleansed and ready to begin and to give new life. Only then do the usual libations, with an excess of food, strong spirits, and plenty of naked dancing through the night,
The best sort of
proceed
dancing.
and last for many nights.
Honestly, it's really the only sort of dancing. Clothed dancing is just an echo, a shadow of the memory of what dancing truly is. The celebrations take a toll on everyone. You must see how well you all did against the inevitable alcohol poisoning and upset stomachs. Okay, well, we should be okay, I think. Got a decent group here. Opponent's turn, okay. Well, you're pretty strong, to be fair. Counter-tactic, counter-tactic, counter-tactic. All of our strongest people are on that side. It does suck. Right, I need someone to shield tank for me. Yes, I most certainly do, actually. Sarah, super sorry about this, but you can leech life, so, it's fine. You can take both of those hits without issue. J. Parnassus will kill whoever, probably on either side. Doesn't really matter. Okay, maybe not then. And then everyone else is going to get closer. Basically, you're just going to be beautiful, beautiful shield tanks. And then on the next turn, we'll kill everything. It's fine. There we go. Well done. Got a little bit of healing. There we go. Don't worry. It's fine. We're super good at this. Now our healers are actually involved. There we go. Or our herbalist, rather. We win!
The wedding was deemed a great success, and the happy couple begins their new journey.
Okay. So, J. Parnassus and Jason, newlyweds, I'm assuming. Blessing of Will. Plus 5 will for 20 turns. Also, everyone, Blessing of Attractiveness for 20 turns. This is a good night. That is some pretty strong spirits, considering how long a turn really is. It's like a year. They've effectively have got beer goggles for 20 years. That's how strong that drink was. Also, how long it's going to take for the memory of how glorious everyone was and naked dancing to fade. Marvelous times. Good. Time to wind down the party.
The wedding celebrations were so loud and so festive, they attracted the attention of a demon. The little fella, a Herlick, decided it will join your village. And it really wasn't up for any debates.
Welcome! I don't care. Let's have a look at you. 11 strength, 12 will, 4 magic. Demons tend to have magic. 4 speech, 7 intelligence, 6 stealth, 2 traps, 1 herbalism, 1 gathering, 18 armor, and 11 damage. Welcome! Great, get back to daily duties. That was the best outcome. You don't always get someone join you as a result of that. Wow. Let's go and check on our new character. Well, who are you going to be? Well, as it happens, I'm nobody. Is it body, or did I just type that? This is actually pulled automatically from the list of patrons. So, I'm going to assume that that's right. Maybe there was an error there. But, okay. You can already carry 550. But you can only equip jewelry or an artifact. So, no weapons for you. But that's fine. That is fine. Who would like this? I think it's going to be you, isn't it? Yes, it is. There we go. I can't get you better equipment just yet, but we will. We will. How heavy is that? 70? We can probably get you some medium armor that you can now wear, actually. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. I'm nobody. You can help out there. Let's go and see if we can make us a medium armor, then. Alas, we don't have the sort of bones we need to make anything truly fantabulous, but let's put the seams together using just regular twine. Let's go for wolf leather and maybe regular bone. 11 armor, 2 dexterity, or 12 armor, 2 dexterity, but 156. Or 13 armor, 3 dexterity, 152. 176. Not exactly what I want, I'll be honest. Darkwood, 176. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it much here. Steel gives us 14 armor, 2 dexterity. We could go for bone up here. That becomes really heavy, though. Really very, very heavy. 196. Yeah, we're not going to be able to easily make anything that is particularly good for us. Regular monster bone is 10, much like... regular bone versus monster bone. A leather jerkin isn't terrible, mind you. Yeah, alright. In fact, we're going to make a couple of these. We're going to make as many as we can. 4 leather jerkins. Please crack on. Let's get those research points. Right. And the well gave us some sandstone. That's actually a decent amount too. Okay, we're going to keep going until dawn proper, when we can actually see around ourselves more than just like one tile. Oh, I didn't check what the well got us this time. Well gave us mushrooms this turn. And more exotic fruit to replace those used in the wedding celebration. Right. Crack on there. It's time to work on a new meal now. So, mushrooms and I think herbs. Let's make a new type of mushroom soup. There we are. And make as many as we can, please. Crack on with that. We can only make 7, though. Minor supplies, make sure that we're not... Oh, bad me. Super bad me. We just don't need all of this food being used. There we are. That's a bit better. Much, much better. In terms of our inventory... let's go to equipment. Okay, Parnassus, can you now wear this? Just a little bit too heavy. If I drop that, is there enough of a bonus? There isn't actually. Your armor right now is better. Yeah, it is the benefit of having significantly... Oh, it's bad quality. I was going to say, I'm a little bit surprised, honestly. But no, that makes sense. Alright, let's just get back the materials we can from that. Okay, right, how much have we got over here? Let's have a look in. As far as... No, let's go to the full 50. if we can, please. Before we move on, because I would love to rebuild our herbalist hut. An elf. Wandering elf. Okay, that's just a typo. Walks into your village and asks for a place to rest before moving on. In the name of Lada's kindness, let the traveller sit and share our food. Kill the elf and get his stuff. We will not share our food. Take all he has and chase him. No. There we go. Now, if you've got people who are particularly good... Oh my... I was going to say, if you've got people who are particularly good, then they can sometimes just... you can, like, convince them to join you, but it looks like that's happened anyway. Elves are one of the best character types you can get. You share your food and the stranger departs his wisdom upon you as thanks. He also decides to stay in your village. You can all... I'll also stay. So, standard issue sword. It's not bad, though. 9 damage, 7 shielding. An elf, forest elf, a druid. Okay, so 7 strength, 15 will, 5 intelligence, 11 speech, 4 attractiveness. It's low for an elf. 5 herbalism, 5 magic, 5 folklore, 5 animal kingship. Naturally does piercing damage, no matter what weapon. Has some knowledge of hexes. A little bit of stealth, some armor, some gathering. Decent amount of damage, decent amount of shielding. Decent sturdiness as well. We've got some monster bone. We've got a ring. Let's have a look at you. Just some extra sturdiness. Some mithril. Sarah, Jason, and Kijikun all gained folklore and intelligence. Quite a lot of folklore. More than you can get on a level up. And all we had to pay... In fact, we got more... Well, no. Yeah, actually more food back. Oh my good lord. Why, game? Why? What's about to happen? I'm suspicious. Greatly suspicious. Okay, who's going to be our forest elf druid? Let's find out. It's going to be... Bubbles. Welcome to the Dapper Dale, Bubbles. Okay, now we don't need to give you a spear because you've already got piercing damage. If I gave you this, blunt piercing damage, I don't think... Oh, maybe that does work. I don't know. I'm not sure it does, though. I'm not sure that if you equip a hammer, whether they will still have piercing damage as a result. Unfortunately. We're going with this. We don't have a shield to give you. A bit of a shame. Quite a shame, actually. Not that you could equip it anyway, but... Still, 27 armor, 10 damage, 2 poison. You do piercing damage. You got 5 magic, so you're useful in quite a lot of things. I could give you this, I suppose, but no, I think I like having you have all of that armor. That is amazing, Bubbles. Absolutely fantabulous, in fact. Let's go get you helping out. In fact, let's add some gathering tools to this if we can. 4 wicker, 5 wood. There we are. It's a 4 gathering wicker basket. Let's pop that right up the top. Could you work on that one for me? Get that one done first. And then you can slide on down. That was truly wondrous. And we got some mushrooms from the well.
You go down to the fields to check if any crops survived this night, and you discover a large molehill on your way. A peculiar-looking mole carrying a small shovel pops up from the hill and exclaims, "Ahoy!" It seems really happy about something.
I love that. Ahoy, mole! Okay, just to let you in why it's happy. Because we've got clothes. Happens to be a demon that particularly likes clothes. If you don't have clothes by the time it pops up, it's very sad. And goes, ahoy, and then leaves. But, hi there.
You know a thing or two about moles, and you know this one is more likely a Kurtachek, a friendly type of field demon. The Kurtachek seems to be staring intensely at your clothes, then looking down at itself, very sad. You seem to remember these spirits have a thing about clothes.
Alright, take off one of our own shirts to make something for the Kurtachek. There we are.
The Kurtachek takes the offering and clapped its little paws in joy, exclaiming once more, "Ahoy!" It then disappears into the molehill and returns briefly to give you a bundle with presents.
Oh, that's marvellous. We got a horn of a beast, fashioned to resemble the horn of a wild beast. This ornament may bring you power. +3 dexterity, that's quite good. And some quartz. Ah, nice. Take the presents. I would have done that even without presents.
You discover the ruins of some great old city.
Oh dear.
Whoever resided in these walls is long gone, yet many buildings still stand tall and proud. But the marvelous city was not abandoned by mere folly. You feel the towering presence of the darkness within its old walls. As you observe the city, you see waves of the black mist washing through the old streets and empty houses, as if looking for any remaining life to drain.
3-skull sneak challenge. I'm not sure we're up for this. Barely got enough stealth. We got 1 or 2 people who are very good at stealth, but primary defense stat would probably be will. Not sure about this one. I think we're going to err on the side of caution, and we're going to look too dangerous and leave. A 3-skull fight where, like, if that was just a straight up fight, we would have leapt at it. But a 3-skull fight for something obscure like stealth, no. I think that was wiser left, unmessed with, frankly. All right, I need to make sure that whoever lost their clothes. Right, Manu, sorry about that, mate. Look, it's okay though. Tell you what, you can become more dexterous. There you go. You've now got 9 stealth. Great things. But we are gonna have to make you some clothes. My bad. Sorry, Manu. How much room have you got, Manu? Very little. So in that case, we want to make a clothing item, mostly out of silk. You can make this for 4 armor. It would barely weigh anything, but it would give us 11 research. Or go something like this, weigh a little bit more, but you'll have a random stat. Or go something like this, 20, 3 armor. No, we'll go with just this. We'll see what we get. Best of luck. Let's pop that one right up to the top. And there's now a new thing that's highest priority. Ah, man. Got some leather. Go for another turn. Yeah, we're not working on that one right now. We've got nuts this time. Nice. We're up to 42 elven wood. We just need 4 more turns, basically. Some iron. Oh, okay, that's easy. And we're up to... got some seaweed. 48. We just need 50, and then we're good. We'll have a level 3 spiders.
You explore the woods in search of good wood and any other resources when you hear a squeaking voice.
Ouch! Don't pull my head off, man!
You realize the mushroom that you are about to pick is staring at you.
What? We were pulling someone's head off. Oh my lord, that's like labyrinth kind of nightmares. Okay. Pick it anyway. Leave it and ask what's going on. You're one of those peanuts, right? Woodland guardians and all. I happen to have some sweet tree sap on me. I heard you like it. Wow, our folklore must be amazing. Who's got amazing folklore? We've got... Rivson's got 4. Actually, we've got a couple of people with it. Okay, we've got several people with folklore, so our combined folklore is probably quite high. Also, we've got 1 person with magic. That's going to be better once we get back and grab some of the people there. No, actually 2 people with magic. 2 people with magic? No, just 1 person with magic. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Tree sap? Oh, yes, please. In return, I give you this. But friend, I also need your aid. There's an old den nearby, and my friends were spirited away there by some creature when I was away. Perhaps there are goods there for you as well. Deal?
Deal. Sure, why not? Thank you very much for the spider silk as well.
The talking mushroom takes you to what looks like a bear den. It could mean actual bears, or someone is just using it. Either way, this is where your treasure lies.
We've only got 1 person with 2 magic. There's no way we'd be able to... Well, it's not a fight, so okay.
There is clearly someone or something that has been touched by the wings of magic, but they are not strong. You think it is likely of non-human origin. You prepare wards to aid your attack.
Okay, that's not bad at all. Like, magic is one of those odd ones. If you've got some people with magic in your group, you can often just enhance something. There are some straight-up magic fights, and you'll rarely have enough people with high enough magic to make those easy. But they can often just give you other ways around problems. So getting magic is a really, really important stat, but it's generally a hard one to get, and that makes sense. Ready, go in for the fight. Orc Witch, Orc Fighter, and a Rabid Bear. Begin combat! This is the easy version, my lord. Okay, well, how about we start off by doing this. Go. I'm gonna need you to be much stronger, I think. Go ahead and become super strong. You'll take the bear out now on the first turn. You are going to be a bit of an issue, though. Not liking you at all. We don't have enough confusion for you. Right, okay. Have we got anyone who can... No, we've got no one who can get anyone ahead there. Alright. First, let's bulk up your defense. Then further bulk up your defense. You're not particularly strong, so it's fine. Okay, so the way that we're going to do this, you can handle that first attack. You'll kill the bear, they might attack you on the next turn. I could play Rivsung and get Rivsung buffed up with shield by an extra 8, which would mean that Rivsung would completely absorb the attack as well if they decided to attack Rivsung. Rivsung would then attack the Orc Witch and would kill them outright, leaving only the Orc Fighter on the next turn, but Obsidian Mist will get the first turn, which will kill the Orc Fighter. Because although only doing 23 damage, doing extra 5 because of the Life Leech and the Poison. So Rivsung, get in there. We've also got a lot of people with Life Leech. I'm liking that. There you go. And we'll just play you guys anyway. So we're going to get through this without a single wound. And again, there is no reason to play this game in any way other than like chess. Because that's effectively what it is. Oh yeah, of course, I didn't even account
You
for the fact
defeated
that
the
they were
creatures
gonna
in the
take them
den.
out as well.
You
But-
go inside and find various goods scattered around the place. It seems like you are too late to save the creature's
no.
companions. You also find a big cauldron filled with various woodland ingredients, like mushrooms and even bits of pine cones and twigs. As you try to find the little fella to tell him the bad news, you only find a piece of dried up forest foliage on the ground. It seems like the whole forest behind you weeps.
Oh. Now, I imagine that was like there was a random chance based on certain things that we might have been able to find them in time, or maybe because we used magic, we took too long. Lots of little things like that. The reed flute. Wow. Wow, that's good. Pretty good shield too. Got a little bit of extra armor there. We got 15 dryad wood, which is amazing. Black wood that releases golden resin when cut. Very rare, but it's items crafted at a very high quality. We also got some clay and some wicker. My goodness, that was good for us. My goodness, we've also got a new research point. Now, we could use that one research point to get two-handed swords, and I am very tempted for this. Alternatively, we could get the meeting hall. Now, by getting the meeting hall, we would be able to get sages or scholars as they grow up. And that is very good. Very, very good. Because they tend to have either very high intellect and social, or magic. Tricky one. I think for now, though, we are actually going to go with two-handed swords. Something I've been building towards for a long time, so sure. Yeah, let's grab two-handed swords. There we go. We'll be able to make some truly fantabulous things with that. Let's go ahead and have a quick look in here. We have made production I want to go to. There we are. Everything is moving along. Let's get Manu equipped. Here's your nice silk shirt. There we are. Marvelous, I say. Absolutely marvelous. What else are we working on right now? Still working on this. It'll be a little while. Right. The well has given us a little bit of fur leather. That's good. We can, of course, check this out. Is this good quality item? Yeah, it is. You can only just not wear it, so I am actually going to take this. It is better in every way. Except for shielding, but it's understandable. Actually, Manu. Can you wear this? No, there's no way. But is there anyone else who could? Yes. Sure, you can have that then. This is better. So trickle-down effect going on here right now. And a load of people with better gear. Is this better than the one you got? No, it's more or less the same. Okay, well that's fine. Go to inventory, and we recycle. Well, actually no, we won't recycle that. I will... these are heavy armors. I think I'm going to keep them for now. We don't need this sword, though. It's not particularly good. Well, actually, it's made of steel and topaz, and it did end up getting decent shielding or damage, perhaps, so I'll get rid of that one. We're not going to set up any production right now. It's been a little while. We're going to go ahead and wrap the episode up there, though. I'm not sure whether we're going to take on these unliving spiders. I think we're probably going to break camp and go and fight them and then come back. We just need one more turn. But that being said, if we wait here, we will get that on the next turn. I'm tempted. Very tempted. In fact, we'll get one more of everything on the next turn. So we'll probably... Yeah, we'll do that. We'll pass one turn and then hopefully not get attacked by the unliving spiders. And then get back to Dapper Dell. Maybe via the Goblin Village before nightfall. That's all for the next episode, though. I really do hope you've enjoyed this one. A bit longer to make up for the gap that we had there since the last episode. And I will see you in the next. But until then, and as always, do take care, everyone.